Greetings, my fellow minivans. Today I was sipping some apple cider and I was thinking to myself, what are some good video ideas that I could do? Perhaps something that hits a little bit more close to home. So I was thinking to myself, well, my main channel is an RP channel. It's part of the Minecraft roleplay community. Why not do a video about that? Because there are certainly quite a bit of issues that seem to go unchecked in this entire community, and no one can speak out about it because they'll literally just get marked from the entire community and just outcasted. But at this point, I don't really care if I piss people off. I'm gonna try and, like, do this video in the most delicate way I can. But if you get offended by this video, that's on you, not on me. I'm here to spit facts. I'm not here to start drama. So if you have a problem with me, you are more than welcome to DM me on Discord, and I'll try to talk with you about it. Now, before this video continues, I'm just going to put a little bit of a disclaimer, alright? As I said, I'm not trying to start drama with anyone because I really don't have the time for it, nor do I feel like dealing with it. So I'm not going to be touching any sensitive situations. I know I joked a little bit about it on Twitter, but I'm not going to touch anything in regards to fairy tale origins because honestly, that's just a can of worms I don't feel like opening. So don't worry, I'm not going after certain YouTubers. I'm not listing any names, so you don't have to put your panties in a wad, but don't worry about that. But I am going to express some of the major problems that the community has, and we're just gonna jump right into it. Before we continue, however, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe, alright? I want to see this channel get about 1,000 subscribers in 2 weeks. Can we do that? I'd really appreciate it. As well as liking and sharing with your friends. And let's just jump into this. I'm gonna try and do this as lighthearted as possible so that, you know, no one really gets offended by it, but... Alright, so for the topics I have, I'm going to list them off one at a time. Again, I'm not going to give any specific details because I don't really want to give drama. This is just some stuff that I've seen, and it's not just me, a lot of people have seen over the years in the RP community. Now, just a little bit of background, I've been a part of the RP community for about 3 years. First 2 years I haven't done much, and then the third year, which would be this year, I actually started like dedicating my full time into making Minecraft roleplays, alright? So I've been around the block a little bit, not to the extent that most YouTubers have, but I've been here for a little bit, alright? So, over my time, I've noticed some major problems that just don't get fixed unless someone, like, brings up about them. Alright, and I don't think a Twitter post would resolve anything either, because, I mean, I don't have that big of a Twitter following. Go follow my Twitter, please! So, let's just hop into the first problem. I would say one of the major problems that this entire community has is that it's unchecked ego. Bro, a Karen has less ego than this community. I'm just saying it right now, alright? Listen, how do I express this without getting people overly mad at me, alright? Let's say it this way. Just because you make Minecraft roleplays does not mean that you're hot stuff. I'm just gonna label this Josho's hard pills to swallow. Let's just name it that, alright? Just because you make a Minecraft roleplay, just because you have a production team, or that you have thousands of subscribers, doesn't mean you're better than another person. Alright, I see this all the time. It's a cockiness that some people have. Alright, I'm not saying everyone has that. I need to actually probably address this first before I continue. I'm not saying every person in the entire community has a problem. Alright, I'm not saying that. There are some really good YouTubers out there. I'd throw some up, but I don't want to look like I'm favoring people. But there are still some good YouTubers out there. Alright, I'm not saying the entire RP community is down in the dust. Alright, I just need to clarify that, alright? Just clarify that. But anyways, the whole ego problem, alright? Let's just say you have a YouTuber that has like 3,000 subscribers, another one that has like 10,000 subscribers. I've seen it time and time again. The one that has the more subscribers thinks that they're hotshot, even though they literally, you know, produce the exact same type of high school RP that every single other person does. And we'll talk about originality in a minute. But you're not hot stuff, alright? Lower your ego. The best way, alright, to make friends, to get people to watch your videos, alright? One of the best things, have a humble approach to it. Bro, there's nothing that beats humility. Humility is one of the key things that a lot of people just don't have, alright? Like, just chill your beans. You're not the hot stuff. You literally produce the same type of content that everyone else produces. I mean, it's not a day go by that one channel produces FNAF again, which has been overdone how many times? Yes, I'm roasting myself. And other people do a high school RP, or they do an Undertale RP, or they just kind of just copy the same thing. Like, you're not the over another YouTuber just because your subscribers are about the views that you get, bro. I mean, everyone works hard for what they do, but there's just this type of cockiness I really can't explain. That someone just has this aura to them that they're better than other people if they have more subscribers. Speaking of more subscribers, let's go to the next topic. Alright, next topic is going to be on the topic of leeching. Now, how would I describe leeching? Basically what a leech is that they steal the nutrients from a larger person, right? I mean, that's what it is in biology, I think. I don't have a direct, definition. But when it comes to leeching in the YouTube community, basically, you're a part of a certain, YouTuber's production team, or you're a part of, or friends with someone, alright? Basically, what leeching is that the only reason that you joined is just to get views and to just get subscribers. I've seen this multiple times. A lot of people, they will join a production team just to get views and subs. Like, for me, I just find it fun. That's why I do it. So I just find it fun. There's no point to leeching. But I mean, if we were to really take this, alright, like, you get in with a larger YouTuber, which first already strokes your ego far more than it has to be, and then you just start funneling just subscribers because they're friends with you, you're pretty much living in their shadow type deal. And instead of actually, like, this might offend people, but, working at your fan base, alright? That could be it. So I'm gonna get so many people that are gonna hate me for this video, but I really don't care. So honestly, leeching's a problem. Instead of people actually, working to get an audience, they might as well just be like, well, I'm gonna go voice act for this person. I'm gonna get a lot of subscribers, or I'm gonna be a part of this series, and I'm gonna get a lot of subscribers from that, which I've seen multiple times and even to this day. And that's all it is, right? So whatever happened to like working hard for your community instead of just have like coming out of nowhere, just voice acting for a bunch of stuff, get thousands of subscribers for no reason, right? Just because you're associated with someone. That's what I call leeching. Now, not to say that if you're a part of a production team and you get subs, that's a form of leeching. No, it really depends on the person themselves, right? You just see it a lot. You can usually pinpoint it who's a leech and who's not if they join like. They just like overdo themselves in your production team. Like they try to go above and beyond in a weird way. I don't really know how to explain this. I know a lot more like I haven't really had this experience to my channel per se. I haven't had people exactly leech off of my channel, but I know a lot of other people, a lot of larger subscriber bases, like mutuals of mine, they've said that they've had this experience. So I don't really know exactly how it feels like to me, but I've seen it being a part of a team. Trust me, I'm trying to do a generalized sense. Are we doing good so far? Are we doing well? We've already gone through 2 problems. Am I already going to see the people in my comment section or adding me on Twitter or, DMing me on Discord about how much they hate my guts? Bro, I can't wait. Okay, this is one of the things that I actually had a huge problem with, alright? I'm not listing names, alright? This could be multiple people, alright? So just because I respond to people on Twitter doesn't mean I'm pinpointing people, alright? One of the things I think is one of the kind of the major problems with the RP community is its ability to not be tolerant of any critique of any kind, and they hide behind a bubble of positivity. Let me give you an example. Like, I've seen it multiple times where people, they join the MCRP community, they have a story, they get one critique, they hide behind it. Or say if someone, makes a Twitter thread, and they make a Twitter thread saying what's an honest opinion, not to even start anything, and just say we need to be positive instead. That's not how this exactly works. I hope you understand this. It's because no matter what channel you do, no matter where you are in life, there's going to be critiques no matter where you are, rather it be of your channel or the community you're a part of. I don't exactly know why there's such a problem with this whole idea of receiving criticism. And I know there's a lot of channels that do. Don't get me wrong. Again, I have to clarify this. I'm not saying every channel is like this. All right? This is like, it's like, how do I put it? There are channels in there, and there are channels who take, criticism with a fair view. It's constructive criticism. But what I'm saying is that, like, the RP community is not to hide, from the criticism, or it's not like a judge-free zone. How do I put it that way, all right? Is that if people have problems with their channel, they're going to critique your channel. Don't just hide behind this, well, we need to be positive because, we need to say how much this place has helped us. No, that's not what it is, all right? Like, honestly, take the criticism with a grain of salt, Alright, and I know it stings, believe me. I had someone the other day say that my new series for Helltaker sucked and my FNAF one was better. You know what? You just gotta bear with it. You can't really say anything. I replied with mood. Because it was funny. But, like, you can't just, like, hide behind saying, yo, we need to be positive instead. Because in full honesty, people, like, if you respond well to the criticism, and just say, thank you, I'll take that in consideration, people will return to your channel just because you did that. That's what I'm saying with this humble approach, is that take a humble approach, take the criticism with a grain of salt. Believe me, people will notice that difference. People will notice that difference. And again, this community is not to hide behind for if you're receiving criticism or if something comes out against you. This is not your place to hide behind and just saying this is a free zone. You can't touch me here. That's not how that works. You're part of a community, whether it be gaming, vlogging, music, everyone you can't hide behind. Alright, you can't hide behind your bigger YouTubers, you can't hide behind walls of positivity. It doesn't work. Alright, you're more than welcome to be positive and try to turn things into a positive situation, but something like this, you can't. I'm really sorry. Another hard pill to swallow. I'm really sorry if that really sucks for you. Now, one of the things, I know I'm gonna get probably critiqued for this, and you know what? If you have critiques, let me know in the comment section. I'm just trying to do this unscripted, alright? I'm just trying to say as much as I can as it just flows into my brain, alright? One of the problems, alright, is there's no originality anymore. Like, I know that there's only so much you can do in Minecraft, and a Minecraft machinima, but like, let's be real, people. Like, how much originality is there really right now? I mean, literally everyone's stepping over each other for a FNAF series. Everyone's stepping on each other for a high school RP. People are stepping over each other, literally doing overdone ideas. And believe me, there are quite a bit of creative stuff. I mean, honestly, one of the most creative things like I've seen, like you look at Enderboy, you look at Lego Ninjago, the one that Tossler made. You look at like a lot of these series, they're really good, but you have to admit, there are a lot of channels that just copy and follow the same thing to a fault. I cannot tell you how many FNAF channels there are that literally just copy the GLG network. It's so dumb. Let's do the high school RP for a second, alright? I know I'm gonna get blasted because I'm not saying that every high school RP is the same, but you gotta admit they kind of follow the same type of stereotype where it's this character goes to school in a slice of life setting, they fall in love with something so that the YouTuber gets more views for it because people like the love, and that's about it. And maybe they'll add one thing that's dark, and that's all they'll add. But like, who really wants to watch that again? Everyone and their brother has done a high school RP. Like, everyone and their brother has done one at one point or another. Where's the idea of saying, yo, I'll make a high school RP? Like, I'm not saying don't make whatever genre you want. That's not what I'm saying. Honestly, do what you want. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna make a type of content that other people have done the genre for a lot, then do something original with it. Alright, honestly, I have to give props to the FNAF Adventures channel for taking the FNAF series, alright, literally about, you know, murderous animatronics, and turning it into something so different and so unique that people love it for it. I honestly have to give, like, respect to the FNAF Adventures team for that. Honestly, good job. You did something that most people don't do. You know, just happy animatronics going willy-nilly around all over. Like, it's something different. And that's what I'm saying. If you're wanting to do a genre, do something different with it. Just don't do the same thing that, like, Aphmau does every 5 minutes, because in the long run, you can't do it as good as her. I'm sorry if that's offensive. You can't do it as good as her because she has so much more to it. And again, you're more than welcome to do a genre, but please, 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 do something that's original. I don't care if you want to tell a high school RP, you want to put it so dark, go right ahead. Or if you want to do a high school RP where the main character dies and a new person becomes the main character, that'd be different. Do something that goes against the flow. Now this is gonna be really touchy, all right? This is gonna be really touchy, and I'm not gonna say any examples, all right? Big problem with the Minecraft RP community is the drama and the clicks that follow it. Alright? Now, I want you to pay attention. Do not click off this video. Don't start typing your hate comment just about yet. Alright? Let me just explain myself. When it comes to the amount of drama that's in this community, it's actually quite laughable. In fact, it makes us look like fools to our viewers. If you're going to have drama, I don't know. Like, how do I explain this? All right, there's just so much drama that's what everyone just sees. They just see so much drama, rather it be that this person did this thing or this person did that thing. We don't really care about the drama, rather you make it public or not. Like, I don't understand. Like, why is there so much drama in the community, like, over a Minecraft game? Does that make sense? I don't really know if that makes sense. I can't really say, like, again, I can't go into specifics about drama because I don't want to piss people off with that, because that's a very, like, sensitive topic. And there's a lot of situations that happen with drama that I know I can't really, like, state upon because every situation is different. But, like, anytime that there is drama, there's a lot of people that are affected. Number one, it's the one side that's affected, second side, and then viewers. All right, so this person has beef with this person. Now this person can't enter, like, this said series or get into this production team because this person had beef with another person. Does that make sense? It's really stupid. Because, like, if you have a problem with someone, just settle it on a business term. Just say, listen, I'm not gonna be friends with you, but do it business-wise. Unless it's something, like, really, really bad, you know, Jim Bob. Like, you can do, like, let's be honest. Just keep it at business terms. And stop spreading it to your community. Thank you. That would be really appreciated. Because the viewers, they really don't want to hear it. This is a time that a lot of people are stressed out, that there's so much stuff going on. Please, we don't need any more drama. Please. Thank you. And then if I was going to continue on about the cliques are probably one of the worst things that are in this community. And this is what I was saying a little bit, I was touching on it when I was talking about drama. Cliques, if you don't know, are basically, if you're part of the cool kids club, then you get in with this. If you're not, then you're outcast, you're garbage. Does that make sense? That's my, like my very basic explanation of a clique. There's so many cliques in the Minecraft RP community that the only way to get into certain things is if you're friends with one person who's friends with another. Does that make sense? I mean, I could take multiple situations, but for the fact of, like, it would be very sensitive at this time, I'm not going to say anything. Because, again, I'm not going to touch drama, because I think that I would probably get my butt roasted for it. But there's just so many examples of these cliques, whether it be someone starting them, like, that you are, but again, it's all, these all kind of, like, play into each other, right? These all kind of play into each other. People want to get in the clique either for one or two reasons. They want to leech, which I was saying, or they generally just want to be friends with someone, or they want to get into a series, right? There's so many cliques that it's like an impenetrable barrier that if you've not been there for a certain amount of time, or if you're not friends with a certain people, you can't go anywhere. You're literally trapped. For how long? You have a stunted growth. Meanwhile, the others in the clique, they just feed off of each other. They leech off of each other, getting multiple amounts of views, subs, and in full honesty, where does that leave everyone? I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm saying this for the RP community as a whole, alright? It might be good, quote-unquote, business, but is it worth really screwing over your entire community because of it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Just like, I can't get into a certain series, right? I'm just using this example, all right? So if I can't get in a certain series, then all the other people are growing at a fast rate, but I'm stuck because I'm not friends with a certain individual. Bob, I don't know, Bob. I'm not friends with Bob, therefore, like, I can't get in with Steve for his series. And honestly, it stunts people. You can't voice act for something because of a clique, or there's drama, or it's an ego problem. These all play into each other, and ultimately, I'll get to what it all means. So honestly, the cliques need to go. It's not benefiting anyone, all right? It benefits the 10 people that are in the clique, but it screws over everyone else. And you could come back with saying, well, they just need to work harder. But at the same time, like, is it really fair to give people a free pass just because they're friends with someone, and the people that are working really hard, they don't get a free pass to a wealthy channel just because they're not, right? I guess it comes down to collabs. I don't really know. It's a really tricky subject that I've been trying to kind of explain, just because the cliques, I've kind of more noticed it this year than, like, my entire time in the RP community. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not friends with one person, then you just can't go anywhere. So you have to be friends with everyone. You can't piss a single person off, or else there's drama, and then you're screwed. Hopefully that makes sense. If I need to clarify something, or if someone wants to clarify this for me in the comment section, then feel free to do so. Because honestly, I'm trying my best to go through all of these. And if I missed something, I'm really, really sorry if I did. All right, so the final thing that's a problem. All right, and I'm honestly gonna say this. Now, whoever's watching this video, this is not me pinpointing you, because I've had my beef in the past, I'm not gonna lie, but this is not pinpointing a certain people. This is, again, the entire community I'm trying to go after, alright? Not really go after, but critique. Production teams. Alright, production teams. Everyone has them if you're a Minecraft roleplay community, or if you're just doing, you know, Blockbuster by yourself, or you just have VAs on the side, which is perfectly acceptable as well, don't get me wrong. But for these production teams, I've honestly kind of seen a pattern, alright? I've been in a couple, I've been in quite a few. Now, again, I have to mention this because I have to keep saying it, or else people are going to quote me wrong about it, alright? Not all production teams are bad. Not all of them are bad. There are really some good ones that work as a team. You hear that? You hear that word, right? A team, not a dictatorship. Alright, there's a very clear difference between this. A team works together, they get the job done. They have a focused goal, they all share the same type of goal into doing something. Right? Like, the owner does their job, the managers do their job, then the voice actors, whatever, they work as a team. It's a harmonious thing. Over my past time in the RP community, ever since I joined, which was back in like 3 years ago, right? I have seen quite a bunch of bad production teams, in full honesty. Like, I've seen one where they were just kind of a favoritism type deal. And again, I'm not mentioning any others because I know that there's a certain group of people that are probably watching this thinking I'm talking about them. I'm not. Don't worry. This was like 2 years ago. But like, there was a certain production team that they just kept favoring certain people, and they kept putting them ahead of any other person, rather it be because of a special reason, rather because they're the special someone, whatever it might be. So, in full honesty, they almost treat it like a dictatorship than they do a team. Because the person who's the owner spits out a bunch of, like, orders, but they don't, you know, help their team in order to get it done, if that makes sense. I'll use another example. Say, like, you have the top people, say you have the person who owns the production team, and then you have, like, the admins, right? Is it I'm trying to put this together. Like, is it really working as a team, or is it really just, like, the top people giving orders and expecting immediate results? I don't know if I can exactly explain that, because every production team, like, experience is always different, right? But for the most part, I've seen quite a bit of production teams that they think that, like, the top person and the admins think that they're the hotshots, and they have the ability, they can just boss around whatever they want, and if someone doesn't, then they're a piece of crap. Does that make sense? I mean, like, these people are kind of volunteering to be a part of your team, are they not? They're not required to be there. So if you're giving them like an over workload, or if you're like asking them unreasonable demands, like, they can just leave. I don't know exactly why people think that they suddenly have the power to treat other people like crap just because they're members of their team. Like, these people are not your employees, they're volunteers who choose to help you. So please treat them like that. So the final thing is that, like, someone asked me, is there any solutions to this whole thing? Now, I want to say this clear. I am not a savior for anything, all right? I'm just going to say that right now. I'm not a savior for people or this community. And I'm certainly not saying that I have all the answers, because I clearly don't. I'm not going to take that hotshot approach. This is honestly, this is my thing, all right? I wish I could say it's the viewers could do much. Unfortunately, the viewers cannot, because unfortunately, the main problem arises in the YouTuber themselves. All of those things, if you look about it, the ego, the not being able to take criticism, the clicks, the drama, the production team, the lack of originality, the leeching, that's not on the viewers, that's on the people themselves, right? These YouTubers are doing this like that. And again, I have to clarify myself, not every YouTuber is bad. Not saying that at all. There's quite a bit of good Minecraft RP YouTubers out there. But, it's just like, it's an internal type of change, right? It's an internal type of change that you have to lower your pride to do so in order to, like, see the results. If that makes sense. Like, again, I wish the viewers could do more. I mean, the most you could do is just stop watching the people that are mistreating their VAs, or if they're mistreating whatever. I can't really say don't watch, like, certain Minecraft YouTubers, because, again, it's entirely up to you what you want to do. But the only way that this RP community can change for the better is if the people who make the role plays understand this. Don't take this video as a form of me trying to spread hate, because in full honesty, I don't like spreading hate. Take this more as like a critique, alright? A critique upon what I see. And again, I'm not taking a hotshot position, because I'm not doing that. I'm not saying that I'm this almighty, like, descendant of God that's in the Minecraft RP community. I'm not saying that. I have my faults as well, and I just try to improve on them. That's the only difference. And a lot of people improve on what they've, like, made mistakes on as well. But for those that continue doing this type of stuff, you gotta stop it. In full honesty, let's put it this way. None of this stuff changes, then there's just no growth, if that makes sense. People, like, when it comes to originality, people get tired of it, they stop watching. When it comes to these dramas, these cliques, these production teams, it just slowly crumbles the base of the YouTuber, because I unfortunately don't have a clear solution. I'll try and think of my best after I edit this video, but that's the only thing. It's an internal thing that I don't really know if anyone would want to even consider. This is going to be the end of this video, and I already expect that there's going to be hundreds of hate comments in my video, and I am totally fine with it, because if that's what you want to do, that's entirely up to you. I can't stop you. I'm not telling people don't post any comments. I'm not turning comments off or anything like that. If you honestly want to just hate on me, then go perfectly ahead. I don't care. If that's the way that you can get your frustrations out, and if you want to put it on me, that's entirely up to you. If you have critiques, do it in a constructive way, honestly. That's what I try to do. If it's a critique, do it in like a constructive way. I'm pretty chill when it comes to comments, so don't worry about that. And if there's anything I could try to explain, I'll try to do so in the comments. Again, I'm not trying to target certain people, so don't think I am, because that's not happening. Unfortunately, I'll probably get marked after this video. No one's gonna want to deal with Josh, because they'll think I'm just gonna judge them for what they do, which is not the case. So I've taken a risk with pretty much everything I've worked for, and I don't know what's gonna happen with it. But honestly, if no one else can speak out about it because they're in fear that their entire, like, quote-unquote career in the RP community is gonna go to trash because of it, that's just kind of sad. That's part of a problem. So I'll take the bullet. Alright? I'll take the bullet. If you honestly want to hate on me, go right ahead. And I'm not saying every comment's hateful, so don't worry. I'm not pinpointing, just saying like, oh, your comments are bad. No, that's not it. But I guess just the last words is just take into consideration what I said. I'm not trying to take down people, because that's not what I do. I honestly just don't want to see the community I love turn into rubble like it did in 2016. So with all this being said, I might make a follow-up video trying to, like, explain all these, because I know these were very, very generalized, but I had a lot of things I had to say. Had a little bit of a rush to put out this video after I said everything. But I hope that I said this video in, like, the most cautious way I possibly could have done, because, again, I know I'm gonna get hated on for this, but it's worth the risk in my opinion, because I don't want anyone else to deal with this stuff, or at least for this video, make awareness, right? I guess that's my thing. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me for this 30-minute video, I think, by the time I'm raw recording this. 30-minute video. I appreciate you all so much, and thank you all for considering watching my video as well. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment below. I'm open to take any criticism, so don't worry about anything like that. In the meantime, stay awesome, stay safe, and go get some Cheetos. I haven't had those in a while now. And anyways, have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.